guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, please do so and join the fam. But today I'm going to be doing a quick little Q&A for college because my cousin Eva will be a freshman and I asked her to write down just a few questions that might be relatable for everyone going into their freshman year. If you guys were wondering, I was supposed to be posting a different video, a vlog of me going to work in the city for the TV show I work at, but it wasn't up to par. I want the quality to be better, so I decided to not put that up this week and to post that next week and get some more footage and kind of mix it in together. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first question she asked was, what do you do if you don't get along with your roommate? So, well, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I had a really bad roommate first semester at Ithaca this past year. We were really good the first, like, I want to say month or so, but like before Thanksgiving break and around then, it started getting a little bit difficult and we realized that we weren't compatible to room together or just be friends in general. And it is really difficult because you are obviously sharing a really small space together, and that's both yours and hers or his safe haven, like that's your area. So it's kind of difficult because you aren't getting along, but I would suggest just do your own thing, be as nice as possible. If you really just can't, just don't say anything. Just be like, hey, what's up when you walk in, bye, just like your normal like nice things. And how do you make friends in college? So obviously it's different for everyone. It's kind of like weird college because even in high school and middle school you usually know like at least one person changing schools, but college you most likely don't know anyone, which is really scary. But honestly, just join clubs that you are most interested in, not that you think, like, I don't know, don't base it off popularity. Nothing in college is similar to high school. Do what you love and your friends will follow, and they would be actual friends that you have things in common with. Your roommate usually is your first friend, which is pretty nice. If you get a good roommate, you're like, that's awesome, that's lit. But if you don't, whatever, just do your own thing, join clubs, sports teams, get to know the people on your floor, and honestly just go up to people and introduce yourself and just be really friendly as much as you can. How do you balance your social life and schoolwork? At Ithaca, one of the reasons I actually transferred out was because I didn't think the academics were as difficult for me. So I really didn't feel like I had to like intensely balance my social life and academics. But I would just say, like, during the week, you know that that's your academic time. I would get all my homework out of the way as soon as possible, so that when the weekend came, or at least Friday or Thursday night, I didn't have any work to do and I could just chill with my friends and go out at night. But if you do have a big test, it's not the end of the world that you don't go out for one night or one weekend. Like, there's many times you can go out. So I would definitely say focus on your academics, but also, like, social life is a big thing. Like, if your friends are doing something, that's why it's good to get your homework out of the way right when your teachers tell you it, because you never know what's going to pop up and what activities are there. And then the next question we have, how do you politely bring up an issue you have with your roommate? Examples: borrowing clothes too often, bringing home guys too often, etc. So that was part of my issue with my old roommate. And I personally do not like confrontation at all, so that was a big one for me, and I feel like I definitely learned how to talk to people and in general and stuff a lot in college. But like, also, they're not going to know you have an issue with it until you bring it up, usually. So just honestly, like, if someone's borrowing your clothes too much, just say to them, say like, hey, can you just let me know next time, or ask before you borrow my clothes, and just stuff like that. Just bring it up to them as nicely as possible, because odds are they didn't realize that it's bothering you. So just make sure it is noticed to them. Do you have to rush if your school has major Greek life? Okay, so Ithaca did not have any Greek life, so that wasn't a problem for me, but my new school does have Greek life, and I personally would love to rush. That was also a big thing when with me transferring. So I'm definitely gonna rush. I personally can't say if you should or not if you go to a school with a big Greek life. I would recommend it just because I think one is easier to help you make friends, because they really do do a great job of putting you in a sorority that would fit you, and I've seen that through my sister and her friends and like my cousins and everything like that. So odds are just try it out, see how it goes. You can always drop out of it if you really want to, but I think it's a great way to make friends. I think I made a video about this. I'll have it linked down below. But yeah, I just would suggest wearing gym clothes or bringing gym clothes with you to class, so that way you have no excuse not going because you don't have to stop at your dorm, because odds are if you go back to your dorm to change, you're gonna be lazy and start watching Netflix or something. The food portions, like, it's pretty easy honestly to be healthy in college because they do have set foods for you, so it's pretty easy to just say, all right, I'm just gonna go grab a salad. But obviously there's the temptation of like the chicken nuggets, the pizza, the ice cream, and all that. It just really is all about you and saying, no, I'm just gonna grab some salad or like a protein, like a chicken breast with like spinach or something. So it really is up to you, and they make it pretty easy in college to stay healthy, even though freshman 15 is like a huge thing. What's one thing you can't live without at college? Alright, like dorm wise, well, first of all, I have a 10-foot long charger for my phone, which is really helpful because sometimes you don't know where the outlets are in your room. So I would say that's very helpful. I don't know, just, yeah. There's a lot of things. Little hooks that you stick on the wall are really helpful. Extension cords. I wear my slippers all the time. I never used to wear slippers at all in my life, and now I got UGG slippers when I went to college, and I use them all the time. It's so nice. The shower shoes from Bed Bath & Beyond that have holes in them, those are beautiful because the water just leaks right out, so you're not like getting wet and stuff in your dorm room. A robe, that's helpful. What else? Yeah, I mean, I think for everyone, you kind of like find your like niche and like you know what you need. So it's all about like trial and error at college, honestly. Oh, and then my cousin Gabbo, I think she wanted me to say like TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is awesome. Like if you want to get, like this might be weird, but like okay. You need a lot of socks and underwear at college because like I know a lot of kids are lazy to do laundry, so get as many socks as underwears as you can, and TJ Maxx is probably the place to go to. How to be respectful of others when sharing space. So that can go with like the bathrooms also. Oh my god, our pet peeves in our bathroom is that people did not take out the hair from the shower after they showered, and it's gross. It looks like a rat and it's just grody. Like, please take out your hair after you shower. Like, that's not pretty. No one wants to see that. It's just gross. Common courtesy, like just whatever you would want done to you, do to someone else. And the last question was if your roommate has a boyfriend. So yeah, dealt with this also. So my second roommate, Kayla, she was awesome with her boyfriend. Like, they really were the sweetest people ever. They he did come like every weekend, but again, like they were so sweet it didn't even bother me. Like he was just, I don't know, like it didn't bother me. But if it does start to bother you, maybe like ask your roommate, like say, hey, I have a big test coming up, can he not come this weekend because I'm going to be studying a lot and I don't want any distractions. Or yeah, just kind of like, I would say honestly, if you could get that out of the way from day one, or even if you're like talking to a roommate, potential roommate, talk about that, because that could be a big issue with some people. I know one of my friends, her roommate's boyfriend would come all the time and they would always kick her out of her room, which is the absolute worst. Like, that's just rude on like your part and your boyfriend's part, because like it is that other person's room also, which I said in the beginning, it's like your safe haven too. So I just think of the other person. Like, it's really big in college to just like, if you wouldn't want that done to you, don't do it to others. That's like the biggest thing I could say. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know if you guys have any other questions down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!